have today informed my brother, President Gule. From today, it is now possible for you to travel to Nairobi and Kenya without the requirement.
Hello guys, and I just want to take this opportunity to just welcome you to this new channel. Thank you so very much. We're gonna discover ourselves, so discover you. And so today I just want to welcome you. If you've not subscribed, please do so right now, so that we'll be bringing you some very good content. And so have you ever wondered, like, you know, in other continents, when you go to Europe, when you go to America, you know, in North America, if you have an ID, you can just travel to any state without needing a passport, without needing any other form of identification. When you go to Europe, I've been to Europe, and I've had a Schengen visa, and I was able to travel to more than 16 countries. Can you just imagine that? You just need one visa. And so when you look at the European Union and, you know, all those countries, like, if you have one passport, you can just go to any country free of charge. You don't need a visa, you don't need so many other things. But come to Africa. What is going on in Africa, right? In Africa, even a neighboring country, I'm from Kenya, and so, like, in Africa, even a neighboring country like Tanzania, Uganda, you need so many papers, so much information for you to go there to just visit, do business, and all those kind of things. You know, if only we had a free trade in Africa, if only we had like one passport, the same currency. You know, we have the African dollar, for example, or we're trading with one currency. Trade will be very good if you're moving from one country to the next, and they don't require a lot of visa, you know, all those documentation. Like, traveling will be so easy and will be very powerful. The continent will be very powerful. But we've been separated for long. You know, we have different currencies. You require a visa to just visit your neighboring country, right? Why can't Africa just come together and do this sort of thing? Just be combined, just have a powerful currency. And that is what, you know, the West don't want you guys to do, because if you come to America, we have the American dollar. You know, if you go to Britain, we have their pound. It's very powerful. If you go to Canada, they are using their Canadian dollar. If you go to Australia, they're using the Australian dollar. It is very powerful. But in Africa, we have so many tens of currencies. So when you go to another country, you have, if you have the dollar, you can actually do trade. But I cannot go to another country with the Kenyan shillings, and I'm going to South Africa. I cannot use it. So I think it's time we became like one as Africa. And so this is what, you know, the president of Kenya said, that we need to come together. We need to come together. We need to have a common currency. We need to have a common passport. We don't need visas. We don't need boundaries, because these boundaries were brought up during colonization. Africa was one people, right? So we don't need all these boundaries. We need one passport, one currency, free trade, and we will develop. And so, like, recently when the president of Kenya was talking, he said, well, if you know, we have a lot of Black Americans, you know, African American people who just want to visit Africa, who just want to visit Kenya. And you know what? Kenya is the cradle of humankind. That is where the earliest, we have the earliest prehistoric sites there. The earliest remains of man were found there. So there was a lot of civilization from a long time ago. And so we have a lot of, you know, Black people, African Americans, who just want to travel back to Africa, back to Kenya. You have to go through all this process of having a visa. And he said very soon you're going to have to travel without a visa. Check this out.
ATN News Desk. Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's continue with our coverage. And President William Ruto says African Continental Free Trade Area countries may soon be traveling to Kenya without visa. During the ongoing African private sector dialogue, the president noted that Africa should come together in order to be able to speak in one voice on global issues. Here is part of his address.
To recognize that the guided trading initiative formulated to accelerate the implementation of the SCFTA did launch, and that Kenya was among the earliest exporters under the initiative. Since then, a number of countries have joined the initiative and commenced their exports. I encourage those countries that have not yet joined the initiative to do so and explore the wonderful free trade possibilities that they will be able to promptly access.
This is what we need. This is what we need when we have visitors. Just come through, just go back home, and you feel at home. You know, you feel like you're just coming back home. You're being embraced, and we don't have a lot of restrictions. So just come on, visit. All those lies you heard about Africa, you know, it's in there. You know, you heard about the jungle. It's a dark continent. Like, it's very, very untrue, because just come there, experience. You see there are so many places who are better, who are developed more than the West, right? So Africa is a lot. Different cultures, different people, different foods, different ways of life. Just come and visit and see what you get there. So this is Africa, and I'm just proud of where I come from the motherland. Africa is great, and the next big things are gonna come out of Africa, because we have the potential and we have the capability of doing a lot of things. So think about it. Discover you.